Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for July 12th, 2012. It's Thursday and we're heading towards the weekend. Looks like another hazy, hot, and humid weekend is on the way. But first, let's deal with today. For this morning, temperatures once again range from the mid to upper 60s over the majority of the northern Mid-Atlantic. We have a few lower 60s over the northern interior. And of course, Philadelphia is already in the lower 70s, making for what should be a rather warm day. Temperatures today are going to rebound nicely into the lower to mid 80s along the coast, mid to upper 80s over the interior. Could see 90 degrees in Philadelphia at the rate it's warming right now. Notice also that our dew points are already in the upper 50s to lower 60s as we are starting to see a marked increase in humidity. That's going to be a continued theme for tomorrow and for much of this upcoming weekend. Taking a look at the water vapor satellite picture, you can see our stationary front is starting to wash out. And we know this because notice at the mid-levels all this moisture starting to drive to the north. What I'm expecting is this high pressure system to shift off the mid-Atlantic coast, this boundary basically wash out, and hot and humid air from the southeast and the Gulf Coast will race up the east coast and move into the northern mid-Atlantic, leading to hazy, hot, and humid weather conditions for this weekend. We're talking about temperatures in the mid to upper 80s along the immediate coast and lower to mid 90s elsewhere, with dew points in the 70s leading to a heat index very close to 100 degrees starting on Saturday and continuing on through early next week. So, like I said, our break is going to be pretty short with this comfortable weather. And unfortunately, the low humidity is going to be a very short stretch. And now we return back into the hot and humid weather pattern. Taking a look at the radar, you can see for the most part, all the precipitation is focused more down towards the southeast and southern mid-Atlantic. I still can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm developing over eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey, and also portions of the Hudson River Valley and northwestern Connecticut. Overall, though, I'm expecting dry conditions from most locations. But again, much like yesterday, we could see a few isolated showers or thunderstorms developing over northeastern Pennsylvania, for example, anywhere between 3 and 6 p.m., and then the threat will end. Taking a look at the latest observations, you can see an increase in the humidity here, and we're going to see this continue to increase as we move forward over the next several days. Expect dew points to push into the 60s today. By tomorrow, mid 60s to lower 70s, and then by this weekend, most locations will be in the upper 60s to mid 70s for dew points, making for a rather humid weekend on the way. Just take a look at the infrared satellite picture. Again, you can see the majority of the lifting with this stationary front is focused well to the south, but we do have some moisture lifting off the mid-Atlantic coast and off the New Jersey coast. Most locations can expect scattered cloud cover to clear skies today, but again, there will be that isolated shower or thunderstorm that we're going to keep an eye on for this afternoon. Nothing severe, just more of a nuisance than anything else. Taking a look at the model guidance, this is the European model guidance from the Penn State EWAL website, an excellent website for model data. And you can see for this evening, we have a Bermuda high pressure system starting to take control at the mid levels, upper levels, and lower levels, and that means a rapid increase in humidity. Also, notice that these little kinks right here, you see this and this? These are mid-level disturbances. Now, they're really hard to forecast, they're a bit of a pain in the neck, but these disturbances over the next several days are what's going to produce our potential for thunderstorms each afternoon. Moving through Friday evening, again, high pressure will be in control. Notice at the surface we have a nice southwesterly flow with high pressure over the Atlantic taking full control of much of the east coast. And you can see at the mid-levels, those winds are now shifting to the southwest, transporting the air mass over the Gulf Coast right into the northern Mid-Atlantic. For this weekend, high pressure again will remain in control. There will be a threat of a thunderstorm each afternoon. The wind, again, at the mid-levels is coming from the Gulf Coast, and that means we're going to warm up nicely into the upper 80s to mid-90s for most locations. Coolest along the coast, obviously, with a chance of a sea breeze, and also high levels of humidity. That pattern will continue on through early next week with no significant change. However, notice the 500 millibar pattern starting to refocus itself over the Mississippi River Valley and over the plains once again. I warned this to my premium members a few days ago that we'll see a hot and humid weather pattern for this weekend. A brief break towards the middle and end of this coming week with the potential for a significant severe weather outbreak on Wednesday. We're going to keep an eye on that for Wednesday evening as a cold front moves through. Now, this cold front will briefly push in a air mass that will basically be a bit drier and a bit cooler. But then as we move forward towards the end of next week and into next weekend, our heat ridge returns, temperatures around 100 degrees in St. Louis once again, and that hot and humid and very oppressive air mass will again surge towards the East Coast. And as we head towards next weekend with our Bermuda high and now our mid-level high at the, high pressure system over the Mississippi River Valley combining, well, it's going to lead to a rather uncomfortable weather pattern for much of the eastern United States as we end July and we head into early August. Yes, that's right, another heat wave is on the way. Well, that's your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. You can follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.